Hello everybody, I hope you guys can hear this. Hello everybody. Yeah, so I guess we are ready to go to live. So just give me a little bit of time. We will go live soon enough. So that's it. Give me time. We'll be back. Hello everybody. This is Suguwa, and today we are going to watch the. Okay. So don't mind me. I have I I'm a little bit confused because I have to hear with audio loop back from my live stream because I want to check whether or not this is good. But apparently this is looking pretty good. So yeah, we can go and we are going to watch and also witness the launch of Starlink of this Starlink Mini version 2 for the group 11 dash 19. Yeah, group 11 dash 19. We are going to witness the launch here, and it's going to be in the it's going to launch in Vandenberg Space Force Base, Slick 4E, aka Space Launch Complex 4E. So SLC 4E. So let's go. We are heading straight to the launch itself. So yeah, I'm using stream via Space Affairs because yeah, why not? The bandwidth itself can, I mean, the latency can be very because how do I say, the Twitter slash X, it does require a really precise, how do I say, it really needs a precise timing, latency, and even enough bandwidth just to stream. So because of that, I have to use a stream via Space Affairs. Let's just say this channel, Space Affairs, is basically friend of this channel, so that's why I'm using this stream here. Yeah, really don't mind that much. So let's go. So yeah, nothing else. Let's go with the desktop audio, so you can hear that. All right. Okay. Stage 1 lock slot is complete according to what we hear. Okay. So what we heard is that on the first stage, the liquid oxygen, that is the oxidizer, has already completely full on the first stage booster, because obviously you're going to fly the rocket. That's why it's not going to fly by itself. So that's why you need it. Okay, the rest of it, from what I know, all the fuel that's being loaded up mm, for the refined kerosene, aka the RP1, rocket propellant number 1, it's already fully topped up on both stages. So first stage has already done, second stage already done, and for the liquid oxygen, all it's left is the second stage, where we shall hear the liquid oxygen locks lot complete on the second stage, aka fully topped up. Okay, so the stage 2 lock slot has already fully topped up on the second stage, so both rocket already fully fueled. So
Ground gas closeouts.
all right, okay, so that's good. It's good. I've already increased the sound. Should be fine. Yeah. Okay. So now by this time it's almost ready, but and also we've already seen the gas vent out is already currently in the process because it's no longer need to fill up, and what's next will be the computer auto onboard power on. Okay.
Falcon 9 is in startup.
Okay, and now Falcon 9 is now in fully startup, which means all the autonomous control of the launch vehicle, including the flight data instrumentation recorder, is also on. And let's hear it.
Launch director, go for launch.
Okay, so the launch director has already fully already said it's okay, okay go for a green board for all the launches.
30 seconds.
Okay, so 30 seconds left, and we are almost go here and almost ready. And T-minus 20 seconds, and I'll give you guys enjoy the launch, and let's see the lift off.
15 seconds.
Okay, 15 seconds. Enjoy, everybody. We'll be back.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Engines.
Alright, and all of the 9 Merlin 1B
Go
engine
Starlink, go
on the
Falcon,
first stage
go SpaceX.
has already ignited and lifted off and already cleared the launch
Vehicle
pad.
pitching down range.
Okay, pitching down to range. At this point, the rocket is currently making a move, and you can see the roll programs are also in, pitch program is in. Okay, and also your program looks pretty good here on the first stage. As we can see, the gravity turn is very important because you're, at the end of the day, you're not just heading to space alone. You also have to go to the orbit also. And as you can see from this camera,
Power and telemetry nominal.
okay, power and telemetry is nominal. Okay, and now you can see part of
Vehicle
the
is supersonic.
okay, the launch vehicle is supersonic Mach 1. And then we shall hear the max Q, maximum aerodynamic pressure fully exerted on the launch vehicle. We'll see on the aeroplane altitude.
Max Q.
Alright, max Q around 35 plus 1000 feet, aka around 10 kilometers of altitude plus, like that. So that's it, as you have already listened in. So on the max Q region, it's pretty important before the rocket goes into the into the planned max Q region. Usually the first stage. Okay. Usually the first stage engine, most from what I heard, usually it will tune down to 60%. Okay, just like around few seconds or 10 plus seconds before reaching the max Q. So it's not going to be fully stressed. I mean, how do I say? It still will stress out the launch vehicle, the rocket itself, but nowhere to the point of destruction or structural failure, right? That's the last thing you want in this flight. So that's why it's very important. And good thing today, Vandenberg looks like not foggy today. So that's it, pretty good. And in case if you see my avatar looks like sleepy and whatnot, don't worry, the lighting the lighting is pretty good, but this laptop camera webcam is pretty horrible. So what else? Okay, and Nico, main engine cut off main engine cut off on the first stage, and stage separation has already confirmed, and we see ignition on the second stage, ignition on the Merlin vacuum engine, and stiffener of the second stage engine already unbuckled itself. Mostly the stiffener is there just to protect the second stage engine from any possible shipment damage and whatnot, and we shall see payload frame separation. Alright, you can see payload frame separation. You see it's open one by one, but in the case of the SpaceX, they didn't use any explosive pyrotechnic separation like most space agencies and also any space companies does, especially back in the day. So SpaceX method is a little bit different there. Usually, why they are using the pneumatic separation system, just so it won't fully affect the payload. How do I say? It's to protect the payload from any potential damage caused by the pyrotechnic explosion. Even though it's small charge, but anything can happen. So pneumatic separation is the way to go, and it's become more and more common as time goes by, and especially as we are in the new space age. Yeah, difference differentiating from the old space age back before SpaceX fully successfully launched their launch vehicle, especially the Falcon 1. And from what I know is that Falcon 1 originally is in the plan, was in the plan, yeah, because we are talking about in past tense, was in the plan back in the day, to bridge between these Falcon 1 and also Falcon 9 rockets, but eventually they just scrapped that plan and straight up just go to Falcon 9. And back then there is no like block 5. Block 1 was yeah, block 1 technically exists, but mostly like just few flights before they finally move to block 2, and then block 3, 4, and eventually become block 5, which active since like 2017 if I remember correctly. So that's that. And looks like the first stage has already re-entered back to Earth, already uh, no longer in the command line, which is the uh, how to say clear separation between the space and also the Earth's thick atmosphere, mostly. As you can see on the second stage, the plume itself, it's not really super duper dirty in terms of combustion, looking pretty good. But yeah, hydrocarbon. What else you can say? And also the first stage has already entered back to Earth according to the U.S. space defined boundary, and we shall listen in. Okay, and the first stage entry burn has already started. It's first you see one of 9 engines ignited, and then later another second set ignited. Uh, Basically talking up to three Merlin 1D engines ignite. Just not really that much, just to slow down the launch vehicle from going too fast and too fast for the terminal hypersonic re-entry velocity. It's going to be pretty fast and pretty toasty with that kind of velocity, speed, whatever you want to call it. Even though speed is not technically correct in this term, but let's but just for the public, we just use it just for public relation stuff. We just call it interchangeably. So as you can see, the second stage itself, it doesn't burn too dirty, although you can see some soot there, like a black slight black plume there, because it's hydrocarbon. I mean lots of carbon and also hydrogen and also oxygen there. Okay, stage 2 looks like already safe in terms of flight termination system. So not much else they will do on the second stage, and we shall hear on the first stage FTS is safe supposedly, and we might hear the landing burn will start soon. So that's that. Okay, and be prepared and get ready. Landing burn will start. Okay,
Stage 2 terminal guidance.
Okay, terminal guidance already complete on the almost complete on the second stage. Okay, and stage 1 landing burn has already started, and it's guiding itself back to the drone ship. Let's see, it should be landing there. Okay, and we shall see landing leg deploy, and okay, looks like it. And touchdown! Landing has already confirmed on the first stage.
Stage 1 landing confirmed.
Yeah, looking pretty beautiful, isn't it? I mean, it looks pretty nice. And let's see on the second stage. How is it? Looks like we might lose the visual there. Okay, for whatever reason. But second stage shall be already should have already done its job at this point, or I don't know. Okay. Okay, this is pretty confusing. Okay, it's confusing. I don't know what's happening there. But we assume that the second stage already completed its job. And yeah, credit to SpaceX for helping streaming this stuff up. Okay, so that's it guys. Not so much else to talk about. But yeah, that's it. That's all guys. I don't really want to talk too much because I do really need some sleep here. It's almost 3:35 a.m. here in yeah, almost 3:35 a.m. here in Sarawak right now. Yeah, so it's going to be pretty sleepy. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope we'll see you again for the next flight, especially because, how do I say, originally I would like to stream the HTV HTV-X1 there. Sorry. Yeah, if you can see, there's that. I supposedly should stream here. Even if you don't see my mouse there, at least you can see the marker there. It should supposedly stream there, but due to the weather circumstances, yeah, due to the weather circumstances up until 23 October, so they have to delay the launch of this one, where we are going to witness the H3-24L variant for the first time will be flown into this flight, and L really stands for long fairing. So S is short fairing. You can see the fairing is pretty long here. So we shall see that soon, and but whenever that chance have. And also, yeah, because I've already complete stream for this Starlink, both on the Cape Canaveral, okay, and also the Vandenberg. So I'm not going to stream Starlink for pretty much a long time, unless there's new stuff from, let's say, for example, if there's flight again of this Starship, but instead of just like dummy payload, maybe it has active one and they enthusiastically want to cover that stuff, I also will cover that stuff up. And Spain said looks like the date itself not really changing too much, but yeah, just like what I said before, I'm not going to be able to stream this one. And I forgot to mention that for the Starlink Group 11 in general, usually it will target the orbit around 555 kilometers, if I remember correctly, or yeah, around that kind of altitude, 535 kilometers, with launch inclination of 53 degrees. And the same also applies before with my stream, the group 10. Yeah, for the group 10. So I'm pretty much sorry, I'm really off 10 degrees by the time I commented it, because I mistakenly remember there's also another like group 12, group 13, 14, like that, that also have like 3 in it, but instead of like 53, it's like 43 degrees on that, on the other letter group. So yeah, pretty much. Sorry, that's my fault on that side. So that's that. I don't have anything else to say. And yeah, this stream usually doesn't get much attention, so that's why the viewership is not really that big. But I'm not going to make myself a little bit of the deal. I mean, at the end of the day, it's good. Nothing else towards here, here and there. And also maybe I hope I'm able to stream this one, the Atlas 5 5 551 variant for the Viasat-2 flight 2. Yeah, I hope I have chance for this one, because yeah, sadly Atlas 5 5's glory is pretty much, I mean, Atlas 5's lifespan as a whole is pretty much time right now. The time is almost out there. So yeah, we are also going to, and at least from what I can tell, as this flight should be the last flight that's not coming from that's not ordered coming from Amazon, either from the Amazon, aka the Kuiper system subsidiary stuff, or the Boeing for the Starliner. So we are going to watch this one as the last commercial launch payload ever, other than these two entities. After that, it's not going to be pretty colorful in the scene anymore. I mean, like, I really missed the time, especially back then when I was a teenager. It's like they consistently launched this Atlas 5, and I remember back then Proton M used to be pretty active around that time, and also other rockets too, like for example Delta 4 medium and Delta 4 heavy, and also back then H2 H2A and also H2B used to be pretty active. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like, good time, but I really miss that memories anyways. Oh, and looks like from you guys remember for this one, this CMS-02 aka the GZ7R launch payload that will be launched on board of the LVM-3 aka LVM-3 aka Launch Vehicle Mark 3, the ISRO one. Yeah, looks like they have already changed the date into 5 November 2025 this year, aka, yeah. So for you guys that might watch this stream replay in the future, so I give the enough context here so you know. Looks like the Sentinel 1B launches on board on the Ariane 62 variant, aka the Ariane 6 with 2 solid booster here. It's only going to be going to be like 14 plus hours apart, 5 November. In the morning, 5:03 a.m. for the Sentinel 1B, and for the CMS-02, 7:30 p.m. Local time here in Sarawak, of course. Yeah, so don't be mistaken, because yeah, I do live in an island anyways, in Borneo anyways. So that's that. I mean, good time. We are going to witness this launch, and yeah, you see, not many launches of like this anymore for the Proton M. I mean, sure, it's maybe not the best rocket. Even the Soyuz rocket itself as a whole, the time is pretty much counted right now, and ticking time before it's no longer in flight anymore. So yeah, it's going to be a memory. far long memory. I don't think I don't think the next generation will see this much anymore. But yeah, for the Atlas 5 rocket, what's going to end? There's also going to be new beginning. It will be a Vulcan Centaur rocket. It's going to be here. That will replace the job. Yeah, so understandable. It's pretty sad. The memory is almost fading here and going to be replaced with new one. Even the JSLV Mark II will at some point no longer in the service. You know, if I remember correctly, it's around five flights left, and after that, JSLV Mark II, aka the Geosynchronous Launch Vehicle Mark II, will no longer be in flight. Five flight after this stream. So yeah. So yeah, that's also going to be a set. Going to be a set, more like a bittersweet ending for this launch vehicle. You know, I mean, at least from what I can tell, JSLV Mark II no longer can be expanded that much, and even then, JSLV Mark II right now sort of already hit that experimentation status. It's more like already mature, and even if it some things are experimental, mostly it's going to test something. For example, maybe that's for like with materials. Yeah, for example, as you can see, if you notice on the JSLV Mark II, all right, on the upper stage, that one is the new lightweight and environmental friendly tank design. But that's the only extent they can do. But other than that, this unique rocket as a whole, also it's no longer will be at flight, no longer in flight at some point. But what's the set? What's going to be a bittersweet ending for most of this rocket, and hopefully they will have good retirement flight on the last flight. Yeah, let's hope for the best. I hope that new rockets are also going to have better beginning. As for example, you see RFA-1, you know, manufactured by the RFA, aka the Rocket Factory of Augsburg, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Rocket Factory Augsburg. Also, if they manage it, this will be the first launch ever from the UK, specifically from the Shetland Space Center, located around the Scotland area, if I remember correctly. Yeah, if I remember correctly, it's around this under the administration of Scotland, if I remember, or what? Yeah, off the coast of Scotland. So yeah, under administration of Scotland here. So we might see the first maiden flight ever from here, from Scotland and from UK as a whole. So yeah, I mean, because I would like to reflect myself where we are going. We're also going to look at the Neutron rocket launches here, you know. And for the Angara rocket, mostly pretty limited. Let's just say pretty much no live coverage. So not much hope I can do with this Angara rocket anyways. Until they decide to open, I cannot do much. But yeah, we're also going to witness launch for this fourth quarter of 2025, the H330S, H3-30S variant, which is, as far as I know, the only flight that will not using solid rocket booster and solid rocket booster, and also it's going to feature three uh, three LE, if I remember, LE9, yeah, if I remember correctly, because I don't want to I don't want to miss uh, I don't want to give you guys wrong facts here. Yeah, LE9. So it's going to feature three LE9 rocket engines on the first stage instead of two, like usually you will see with solid rocket variant. If I remember, so there's also plan for the H3, the three engine variant, to also feature the four solid rocket booster, but JAXA didn't find it very economical. Plus, they they just cannot justify using that kind of variant, because they look at the market study, and they just like, oh, there's no market for it. Seriously, even though this is more powerful. So I mean, like, because sometimes customers still prefer to have some control going to the geosynchronous orbit, right? So JAXA at last, the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, at last they decided, well, we're just going to can the H3-34 variant. So yeah, but I don't know. We might see that maybe there might be some hope that at least it might be maybe even one customer decide, hey, we are going with three LE9 rocket engines and we want four solid booster. There could be some hope. There could be some hope, you know. You never know. You never know. Maybe JAXA decided, okay, this one customer still wants it. Fine. Yeah, that might happen. That might happen at some point, but I don't know. I don't want to be too delusional about it. Don't want to be too wishful thinking. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone, and sorry for a little bit of talk there, but well, if you want to nerd something about space flight, you might as well just talk about it, right? That's what this ending is for. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and this is Daniel oh no, how, let me recompose what I'm going to say here. So this is Daniel Suguwa signing out, and take care, everybody. Good night, or at least in my place right now, good early morning. It's already 3:30 a.m. So yeah, just when I'm finished saying a.m., it's really that mark 3:50 30 a.m. So that's that. So thank you so much for watching. Take care, everybody. Bye bye, and don't hesitate yourself to watch this on replay, okay? So take care, and not much else in the behind the scene, because I want to sleep. Yeah, even even some sleep's better than nothing, right? Because I need to, how do I say, I need to wake up a little bit and then see there's still not yet any life. So what else I can do? So my sleep pattern is a little bit disturbed just because I want to stream this one. Yeah, usually I don't want it, but I just rather get this duty done as best as I can, and mostly move on. But that's all. Bye bye.